What is up, Bodyweight exercise fans? It's another peaceful and beautiful morning here in northern Greece. I'm about to train, and today I've got another short whole body calisthenics workout for you. All you'll need for this one are 2 water bottles. I'll be also going through the workout live. This way you can follow along if you want. And in the meanwhile, I'll be also sharing more tips, more information, things such as more advanced versions of the workout or easier ones as well for more beginners. And that being said, let's jump right into the workout.
In a nutshell, the workout consists of push-ups, prone angels, burpees and wall sits. You've got 30 seconds to work during each station and 10 seconds of rest. So set your timer on and let's get started. For beginners, you can either do incline push-ups if the 30 seconds are too much, or get as many reps as you can and supplement the rest of the time with a plank. Our next exercise are prone angels. During prone angels, you want to keep your toes pointing backwards. You also want to brace your glutes a bit. This way, you'll keep your lower back light. You won't put too much tension on it. While you're bringing your hands forward, you want your palms to be facing towards the floor. And when you're bringing your arms backwards, you want to rotate your palms and face them towards the sky. If you need more details on how to perform this exercise, I'll include a tutorial in the top pinned comment below, where you'll also find an outline of today's routine. Next, we move to burpees, or as I like to call these, Plyo-burpees, which focus on the vertical jump. So instead of ending each rep with a half-hearted jump, the goal here is to jump as high as possible in order to give your lower body that plyometric effect and really target the legs. If you're looking for more advanced variations here, you can also try the single arm burpee or the single arm and single leg burpee. Plyo-burpees done, getting ready for wall sits. During wall sits, you want to keep your knees at a 90-degree angle. Your lower back should be flat on the surface that you're leaning on. And if you want to also brace your core, which is what I always like to do, you can put pressure with your lower back against the basketball hoop. And finally, you can also push through your heels if you want to make the exercise really challenging. Still, for those who want something even more challenging, you can also go for the single leg wall sit. Alright, so round 1 is done. We've got another 2 rounds. Now, this is a great, short and dense routine regarding the amount of work and stimulus you're getting in just 10 minutes. It's a great routine to do if you're short on time or not feeling that motivated to train. And maybe it doesn't seem like a lot at a first glance, but I promise you that it can be a lot more challenging than it looks, especially if you focus on using clean form, mind-to-muscle connection, and putting in your best effort during each exercise. Alright, so ready for round 2 and let's go. When it comes to push-ups, I like to lean as much as possible on my hands. This way I make the exercise as challenging as I can. I also recommend keeping your knees straight and bracing your quadriceps. This way you'll keep your body in a straight line. If you want, you can completely unlock your elbows at the top, or if you want to keep some extra muscle tension, you can also keep them slightly bent. Next exercise, prone angels. Here I'm using 2-liter water bottles, but I'm also focusing on squeezing those upper back muscles. In order to do that properly, make sure that you're not lifting your shoulders, you're not hunching your shoulders, you're keeping them back and down, away from your ears, and all the tension is between your shoulder blades. Prone angels done, getting ready for plyo-burpees. Again, here, focus on getting as high of a vertical jump as possible. My legs already start to feel heavier here after round 1, but I'm still pushing it, putting my best effort. One way that I try to get my trainees to really give their best effort here is telling them to try to knock over the basketball hoop. So, push against it with all your might through the heels and through the lower back. This will increase quadricep activation, and it will also recruit your abdominals, which, since we don't have an abdominal exercise in this workout, this is a great way to get some, again, core activation from this exercise.
Aim high, you blow it. Never take no for an answer. Keep going, just breathe.
Okay, so round 2 is done as well. We've got our final third round approaching. During this time, I like to walk around, get some active recovery, allow my heart rate to drop down gradually. Ideally, don't sit down. Maybe also get a sip of water if that works for you, but before you know it, your time will be over anyway. So during the last round, you can see that my form is not as good as it was in the beginning. I wish that I wasn't using that much momentum at the top position and maybe keeping my pelvis a little bit higher. But that is why it's important to have someone either spot you, or otherwise you can also record yourself, which is what I do. Because, oftentimes you're in your head, you're not thinking, you're just focusing on pushing yourself hard, which is what I was probably doing this day. Also, this is the second time that I'm doing this workout, so I'm not that experienced with it. But next time, I'll probably take it a little bit easier during the first round so I can afford better technique later on. Finally, if you want to make this whole routine more challenging, you can replace push-ups with dips or even handstand push-ups, prone angels with pull-ups or whole body rows, plyo-burpees with a vertical jump, aka a box jump, and I would leave wall sits as they are for your last exercise as a finisher where you focus as much as possible on mind to muscle. If you give this workout a try, please let me know. I love hearing your feedback. Leave a comment below. In general, I find that the more experienced I become with calisthenics, the easier I find it to get a killer workout with fewer, shorter, and more simple routines. A workout by itself, after all, doesn't say a lot. It's all about the amount of focus and effort you are willing to put into it. Even if you're doing a simple bilateral wall sit, sure, you can just lean on the wall and just wait for the time to pass by. Or you can also push through your heels, keep that lower back flat against the wall, and try to, in a way, knock the basketball hoop over. That's the amount of effort you want to be putting in, recruiting every possible muscle fiber you can as you drain those last 10 seconds. And that is how having that mindset for each exercise can transform a workout from being something that you'd consider beginner level to being a workout that can kick your ass no matter what's your level. So that was all for today. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them below. And until next time, keep on training.